At any time, the entirety of our foundation can be stripped away and rebuilt in a day.
Not just within or without.
But the entire world formed to surpass doubt. But look at the enslavers of man, whom stretch out thine evil hands against thine father's land. For how long will you quarrel until it's done? Is the end what we all seek to see? The wrath of the Father's peak.
Like a river carved through stone by patience and by flood, the Spirit moves beneath the earth and stirs the sleeping blood.
It does not ask permission, it does not knock twice. It rises like the tide behind the eyes of sacrifice. And every wall of Babylon was built on borrowed sand. So let the water find the cracks and take back the land.
It's the meek that shall inherit the earth. So now grovel as the world gives birth. Birth to pains, birth to strains, birth to anguish, birth to gains. Let us restrain and retain our dignity without vain, and abstain from the Father's refrain.
The heart is just a well that waits for someone brave enough to draw from it without fear of running dry. And the soul is just a garden left too long without the rain. So let the Spirit fall like water on the drought of shame and pain. Wash the dust from off the shoulders of the ones who bore the weight. Carry them like a current carries driftwood to the gate. Remove the veil of the blind.
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 Rise, be free.
You brothers and sisters,
Rise, be free.
in the Father's land.
Yeah, there is a river that runs beneath the surface of the pain. Quiet as a whisper, but it never stays the same. It moves through generations like a promise kept in trust, carrying the ashes of the fallen back to dust. And from that dust it raises up a garden none can see, until the roots break through the concrete and remind us how to be. For disdain in the hearts of man has ultimately tainted all lands. How much longer shall it be until you accommodate extinction's degree?
Rise, be free of the burdens and the love for the fall of your fellow man. Because remember, ultimately, you are all brothers and sisters in the Father's land.
Yeah, the ocean does not hate the shore for holding it at bay. It simply waits for moonlight and returns another day. And mercy works the same way through the hardest of the hearts. It wears them down like canyon walls until the stubborn parts give way to something softer than the stone they used to be. That is the patience of the water. That is the love that sets us free.
You blind beget him, did you the promise the Father made a king? You shall have that shall reign. You beg for it again and again and again. And now look, your political rulers overbearing holy land with knife in hand and brother in sand.
Every drop of blood that fell on ground that wasn't paid for cries out from the soil like the voice of Abel's blood. And every tear that mothers wept beneath the foreign throne collects into a river that the Father calls his own. So do not think the current sleeps because the surface calm. It gathers in the deep place where the wounded hold their palm. And when it breaks like morning breaks upon the dead, resurrecting everything the empire left for dead.
Cain killed Abel in the same forbidden way. Now to all the nations this world must pay. So I call upon the Father to show a great sign. Father, I beg of you, let your judgment be divine, and remove the veil of the blind.
Yeah. Let the Spirit pour like living water through the cracks we tried to hide.
Wash away the veil that kept us blind on either side.
Let it flood the empty places where the enemy built his home.
Drown out every lie that told us we were meant to walk alone.
And when the waters settle and the ground is finally clean,
let us rise up out the river
as the brothers we could have been. For the Father's love is like a spring
love is like
that never once ran dry. Beneath the desert of our doing, hidden but not gone, waiting for the ones who dig instead of walking on. And when they strike the hidden water, it will not just wet the tongue. It will rise up through the marrow of the old and of the young. It will carry off the idols that we built with careful hands. It will carve a new inheritance across the promised land.
So let the drought be broken, let the famine lose its hold.
Let the story of the river be a story bravely told,
of a people who were scattered like the seed upon the wind,
who found their way back home again by breaking every sin.
And though the road was thirsty and the miles were steep and long,
the water never left them.
It just waited for the song.
The song that calls the exiled and the wounded and the meek
to rise up like a fountain from the valley to the peak.